guys, so what I'm going to attempt to do today is actually show you a little couple of hints and tips for the real Einstein's riddle. I'm hoping that you can see this okay, so let me turn on my iPad. So this is what I have discovered so far. I hope you guys can see this okay. So I'm just going to pick a level. I had a request for this level, and so I actually just got done playing it, so I believe it's this one. So I hope that you can see it okay. Let me adjust the camera. So a few things that I have learned after playing for a while is, zoom in a little bit. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is just kind of explain the buttons that are going on up here in case you didn't know. I'm sure most of you just kind of clicked around and figure out what it does, but this obviously is the exit, self-explanatory. This little section right here tells you, how long you've been playing this game, and if you actually exit the game, it will pause the time, and then you'll go back in and it will start the time. So it actually does keep track of your entire time playing this level. I thought, you can restart it, but you can't. Sometimes I'll look at this and I'll be like, what? I've been playing this for 12 hours? That's ridiculous. But, if you start and you go back and play, I guess the time does add up. Yeah, but I wish you could restart that, because sometimes my screenshots that I post on my website, it says some ridiculous time. I'm like, oh, man. Anyways, this button right here, it's not highlighted right now, but if I start doing some moves, it does, the undo move, but it only does it up to 9, which, I don't know. I don't really like that feature. I mean, I like the fact that you can go back and do stuff. It would be great if, when you're playing the level and you realize that, oh, I need to start guessing at stuff. It'd be great if they had a feature where you could just bookmark right there, and then you start guessing and realize, oh, I guess that didn't work out. Then you could go back to that bookmark page, and then, that'd be a great feature. Maybe you guys can, we could start complaining about it. Maybe they'll do it. So this one actually looks like a little funnel, and it's because it's a filter. It's kind of like a little cheat sheet. I'll show you that in just a couple minutes. This is just a way to access it. There's another way down here too, but I'll show you that in a minute. And this is question mark is, in case you have any questions. So say that you are wondering what the W and the M means in this little box right here. You'll just say, oh, I want to know what the W means. Just click on the box with the letters and then click the question mark, and it will tell you, oh, W means William. But I want to know what the little white thingy is, and you'll click on the box that you have a question about, go up to the question mark, and it will tell you, what instrument everything is. Me, I kind of always have a question about the flags because sometimes I get confused, but, it's just kind of a neat little feature. This one does the restart. And it will always ask you, do you really want to restart this thing? And if you restart this level, it will still not reset this time. This time will not reset until you, completed the level. So, okay. And another little feature, I don't know, you can also zoom in and out. I guess it depends on what thing you're using. Another feature that I noticed, I actually learned this from another game that was similar. You know how you always have to click on an item and you know that this flag doesn't go there, this doesn't go there. Well, let's say that you get on a box and you know that this crown goes in this slot for sure. Instead of going in every single box and unclicking the crown, you can actually just hold this down, bam. And it will put the crown in the place that you know it goes for sure, and it will sit there and take every crown out of all the other boxes. So let me do that again. So I'll say that the guitar definitely goes in this box right here. And I'll just go down to here, hold that down till you see it pop up, and it will take it out of all the other categories, which is great. Saves me a lot of time. So down here is our little clue box. We have the button to go forward, backwards, whatever. And I will show you, let's see. So here you see the filter symbol again, like you do up at top right here. If you actually just click on that, you don't need to click on the actual filter button, just that little tab right there, it will bring this cheat sheet up. And so I have used this before. There are kind of good points about it and bad points about it. So say that you are, okay, you want to know what the cat has. So I kind of just, and the clicking method doesn't work on this where you hold it down, which would be nice if it did. So I want to find out what the cat is. And so I'll go through, I'll X out of here, go through my clues and realize, okay, the cat doesn't have wine. Okay, and I'll go back and I'll do some more, and then I'll find more stuff about the cat. You know, it doesn't have a crown, doesn't have a Sherlock Holmes hat, not Chinese, not Japanese, doesn't have a guitar, blah, blah, blah. So this is like your little cheat sheet that you can use and refer back to your puzzle as you're playing it. So when you get to the cat, you know exactly, you know. So it's just a little cheat sheet. To go ahead and say that you want to start looking for something else again instead of just the stuff on the cat, you can actually just click show all and it will put it back to normal. The only drawback about this is I realize that when I click on certain things, like say one of the clues says, yes, the cat has the tambourine for sure. I notice that sometimes it will say that I'm at a clue down here and it says the cat has a tambourine. So I am putting the tambourine to the cat. I notice that sometimes that will take this clue that says the cat has a tambourine out of this section right here. And so I didn't notice that for a while, and then I realized, where is that clue? I know I saw it somewhere. So that's the drawback about this, is it will take clues that you are, I don't know how it selects which ones to take out, but it will take clues out of there. So it's kind of inconvenient unless you're really keeping an eye out for it. So I don't know what you use this button for, but it hides it all. So I'm sure there's a purpose for that, but anyways. So I'll show you this show shelved feature right here, which does come in handy. So when I'm playing the game, there's also a box right here. So I'll say, okay, the Italian flag has the milkshake. So, and instead of, you know, going through clue after clue, and every time you come back around to this clue, you constantly have to keep seeing this, you can actually say, okay, I know I did this for sure. You know, I'm not going to go back to that clue. You could push shelved. And so when you go forward again, come back around, and I'll go back, that clue is actually gone. So the milk belongs to the dog. Hold that down so it takes it out of all the categories. So again, you click shelved, and that will, see, it will take those two clues out. So you'll see that it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 are gone because this was clue number 5, this was clue number 6. It will take it out of there. But to show those again, you'll just go into this little filter thing, or like I said, there's a button up here that has a filter, and you'll go show shelved items. So when you go back here, it will show you 6 and 5 again. And if you want to make sure that, oh, I don't want to take that clue and hide it quite yet, you could just always unclick. And then when you want to hide all these selected shelved items, you can always just go like this. And again, it will just skip right over those clues that you selected to skip over. So that is another feature. I notice that a lot of the times when I play more advanced levels, I start clicking it and realize that I made a mistake. So, I mean, that's all preference, whether you want to use that or not. When I'm doing the intense levels, I find that I don't use that feature for maybe the first 2 to 3 cycles around, just so that I know, double checking that, yes, I did get everything, just because you're dealing with so many different items and rows and whatever. So, and another feature that I noticed, actually, I didn't notice this, somebody else brought this to my attention on our Facebook site, is this little dot right here. I didn't think of it. So these dots come in 2 different colors. They come in red, as in stop, and green, as in go. So the green means that, yes, these two belong together. The American has a panda. I mean, go for it. These two, they match. The red, on the other hand, says that no, these do not go in the same row or column, whatever. See, the frog doesn't have this little, what is it, wizard hat. And the green, again, Japanese, does have the tambourine. Those go together. Stop. The Italian does not play the harp. So that's just another feature I noticed. It's kind of a good little, you know, side note too, so that when you are going through things, because sometimes I always miss don't, and, you know, you just read things wrong, especially when you're playing when you're tired. It's always a good little reminder right there that says, bam, stop, take a look. Something's not right in this puzzle. So, anyways, hope that helped.